Welcome, my friend, to Still Point 1210, where we pause together to breathe, to reset and rise. Each still point offers two simple, meaningful moments. A brief meditation to steady the body and the breath. A short reflection to open the heart and the mind. You're invited to stay for both pairs or join for the meditation alone, if that is what you need today. And if you can't stay for the reflection, that's completely okay. You can always come back and listen whenever you need to. I'm Sharon Campbell-Rayment, and in this Still Point session, we focus on when life feels too loud. As we begin, this is a gentle practice meant to support awareness and calm. It's not intended to replace medical or mental health care. Wherever you are, just begin by arriving. Let your body settle into the chair. Let your feet rest on the floor. And let your hands rest gently on your lap. You do not have to force anything. You do not have to perform anything. You are simply here. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Again, a gentle breath in and out. Now just notice your position. Notice where your body is holding tension. Perhaps in the shoulders, perhaps in the jaw, or perhaps in the chest, the belly, or the legs. Without judging anything, just notice. And let your shoulders drop just a wee bit. And let that jaw soften. Let the muscles in your face relax. Let your hands unclench. Let the legs rest. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, imagine the body receiving the message, you are safe in this moment. You are allowed to pause. Now breathe in again slowly through the nose and breathe out gently through the nose again. If it feels comfortable on the exhale, make a soft fogging sound like you're breathing onto glass or cleaning your glasses. Not forced, just soft. Again, breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe, you may notice a little pause at the top of the breath and a little pause at the bottom. Do not strain for it, just notice the natural stillness there. Breathing in, pause. Breathing out, and pause. Now, if you like, quietly bring in a simple mantra. On the in-breath, I am here. On the out-breath, I release. Again, I am here. I'm breathing out, I release. If thoughts rise up, that's all right. We do not fight with them. We do not chase them. We simply let them pass like clouds across the wide sky. The thought may return later if it is needed, but for now, let it drift by and come back to the breath. I am here. I release. Now, gently shift from releasing to receiving. Breathing in, imagine drawing in peace. And breathing out, letting the body soften. Breathing in, receive quiet. Breathing out, release effort. Just for a few moments, Rest in the center of your breath. No fixing, no striving, no proving, just being. Now begin to return. Bring your awareness back to the room and back to the chair beneath you, back to the ground under your feet. Now, if you like, place one hand over your heart and one hand open in front of you. The hand on the heart says, I carry peace within. The open hand says, I carry peace into the world. Take one final breath in and let it go, my friend. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and gently return. There are seasons when life does not just feel busy, it feels loud. Loud with responsibilities, loud with expectations, loud with unfinished thoughts, other people's needs and the pressure to keep going. And sometimes the loudest part is not even outside of us. Sometimes it is inside. The mind keeps running. The body stays tense. Even when the room is quiet, something in us is still bracing. I think many of us know that feeling. You may be serving with love, helping with good intentions, showing up for family and work and church and friends and community, giving care and time, patience, thought and energy. And yet, even good things can become loud when there is too much of them at once. Even meaningful things can become overwhelming when there is no room to breathe. And that is why this matters spiritually, not just emotionally. In the Christian story, Jesus moved among the crowds, their needs, during interruptions and demands. And yet again and again, Jesus stepped away and prayed. Jesus withdrew from the noise. Jesus returned to silence, not because people did not matter, but because silence mattered too. Jesus knew that if we never return to the stillness, we begin to lose touch with what is true. And there is truth in that for us as well. When life feels too loud, the brain begins to treat everything as urgent. The mind keeps scanning. The body remains alert. We become reactive, more easily overwhelmed, and more easily pulled by every demand. That is why noise is not just frustrating, it's exhausting. Because when the nervous system stays switched on for too long, even small things begin to feel heavier than they are. A small problem feels big. A small disappointment feels like one more thing we cannot handle. Attention begins to scatter. Part of us is here, but another part is already in tomorrow. Another part is replaying yesterday, and another part is carrying someone else's pain. No wonder we feel tired. No wonder our souls feel frayed. And this is where stillness becomes more than a nice idea. Stillness is how we begin to come back to God, back to ourselves, and back to the moment we're actually living in. Because when we pause, even briefly, something begins to happen. The nervous system softens, attention steadies, and the heart has a little more space. We may not solve everything, but we stop being swallowed by everything all at once. Because peace does not usually come when life finally starts to become silent. Peace comes when we learn how to return to what is steady, even while life is still making noise. And that is especially important for those who serve. Caregiving can be beautiful. Volunteering can be meaningful. Helping can be holy. But even love-filled service needs rest. Even generous people need room. Even faithful hearts need silence. Otherwise, the soul begins to serve from depletion instead of depth. So perhaps that is the invitation today. Not to stop caring, not to stop helping, but to notice when life has become too loud inside for you. To notice when your spirit has no quiet place left to stand. To notice when even good things are crowding your inner life. And then, for just a moment, return. Return and let God meet you beneath the noise. Let God be in the silence and hold you without asking anything of you. And to remember that your worth is not measured by how much you carry. You are more than your output, more than your usefulness, more than your capacity. You are a beloved soul. And beloved souls need stillness too. So perhaps this is enough for today. God, help me hear what is true beneath all the noise. God, quiet what is not mine to carry. Oh God, please steady what is frayed in me. Guide me, God, and lead me back to your peace. Because when life feels too loud, the answer is not always to push harder. Sometimes the answer, my friend, is to grow quieter inside. Sometimes the answer is to step back for a moment, to breathe, to pray, to remember that God is still here under the noise. And maybe that is where peace begins. Not when the whole world becomes silent, but when something in us remembers how to return. Because sometimes the holiest thing we can do when life feels too loud is to listen for the deeper voice of peace. As we return now, may we carry a little more peace, a little more steadiness, and a little bit more room to breathe. My friend, if this time has been meaningful for you, I invite you to share it with a friend who may need a moment just to breathe, to reset, and to rise. And if you'd like to receive future Still Point sessions, I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My friend, take the time every day to breathe, to reset, and to rise. Until next time, walk slowly, listen deeply, speak gently, and receive the world with an open heart and a smile.